Hi guys, so I'm super excited. I got my new Marquise in yesterday, and UPS said they would deliver it by 7 o'clock, and it was around 7 o'clock, so I didn't have, I'm talking about PM, so I didn't have a chance to show it yesterday, but this is the blush Marquise. It's pink and super cute and sold out, so hopefully they'll bring more back. I'll link right now the ones that are available. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Of course, right now they have the teal color, and they were out for a while, so and then a purple one. It's like a deep purple, but the purple one is like a birthday celebration bundle, so it has dies and other stamps and things like that with it. So I'm just gonna open this up, and actually it has my whole info on the outside because it's just the Marquise by itself. So let me just get this popped open and I'll be right back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So my receipt was right on top with all my info there. Okay, so it looks something like this. Now it's so funny because I'm like, oh, it's just a little box, because honestly it doesn't come with anything other than the machine and a cutting folder. So whenever I first got the Marquise, whenever Diamond Press launched it, it was a whole kit, with different things. So this is the machine itself. Oh, it's so sweet too. So, and I've done this before. With Diamond Press, whenever you pick up some of their items, they might include something like this, so you can email them for a free cutting folder and they'll send that to you. And then some info. And again, this is a die cutting machine. I've done a whole tutorial, talked about it, about all the different things it can do in a different video from long ago, so I'll link that in the description box. Today I'm just going to show you super easy. All they're saying is, you place your Diamond Press on a flat surface that's both clean and smooth, put your paper with your die cutting edge facing into the paper, of course, in your folder, and run it through, or embossing with your embossing folder that fits in here, and run that through. And I mean, that's it. So I usually put it folded side in, but I know some of you guys put it another way, but generally I put it folded side in, and then I'll cut all over this, you guys. Like, I have lots of cutting folders here, like this one. Yeah, it's bent, but it'll still cut just perfectly fine. You can flip it the other way, cut on this side, flip it this way, cut on this side, cut on this side, flip it back around, and then cut on the opposite side. So I'm always cutting all different sides, and they will warp, they will change. Some will do it more than, like, there's like a little buckling right here on this one, and it's still perfectly fine. So I mean, I have tons of them sitting in front of me, because literally you can just use them over and over and over until, I don't say it's not that they don't work, it's just, it's just very old. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna move on. So at least that's my experience, and I use this thing every day, all the time, you guys. And sometimes people will say, oh, mine came out totally folded like a curly thing. Okay, but you can still go like this and put it back through. So again, this one's probably more bent on that than the others, so I don't know, I just keep using them. Okay, so here is the machine, and it is so cute and pink. I should show you my other one that I have. Actually, it doesn't matter because it's not available. My other one's coral color. So whenever I had first reviewed this for Diamond Press, they sent me the gold one, and that's the one you see more often in videos. But prior to that, when I first got it, I also ordered one so I can get the auto ship and everything that came along with it. And I ordered the coral one that I was using for the first few months, and it's just right here in front of me. I don't know, I should switch it out more often. But now you're gonna be seeing the pink one. And let me take this off. So she was well protected there. It's already basically put together for you. There's nothing you have to do to put the handle on or anything like that. I mean, she's just there and ready to go. And sorry, I just threw those styrofoam pieces to the side. It has that feel on the top that's not really rubbery, just a little bit, like there's a little bit of a tactile feel to it. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's kind of plastic, like where here it's hard. You know what I'm saying? This is like shiny. This one's a little bit soft. The handle is also that little soft. This is so pretty, you guys. And this thing will stick to literally anything. I mean, sometimes, especially glass surfaces are very smooth surfaces, but I don't have an issue with trying to get it to suction. But if it does suction real well and you're trying to lift it up, just pull this little thing and it just releases that suction. Now, what I'm trying to show you the difference is, like, this one is also like that hard plastic, and this one's kind of a smooth, kind of, not even rubber, because you can still hear it. It just has like a brushed feel to it. I don't know how to explain that. Long ago, this piece came out, and I would just pop it back in, but after a while I was like, who cares? So I just let it stay out. So I don't know if you've noticed on mine, I have the gold on one side but not on the other. Just, it wasn't important to me to keep popping it in there, so there's that. But my other machine hasn't done that, and I don't know, it just popped out. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, what I'm going to do is just cut a couple different companies' dies, just to show you that yes, you can use different companies' dies. So like even right now, I'm just looking next to me, I have some Spellbinders ones here. Maybe we'll run through, let's say something like this with an inlay. I'll grab an Anna Griffin one. As far as cutting, embossing folders, yeah, like this one, look, it'll go in. I just won't put this in here because it's not telling you can use cut and emboss folders, and I'd rather not hurt the machine in a way that maybe it's too thick or you're gonna really squish this or whatever, right? So I'm not gonna do that, but I am gonna use some dies. Definitely, you know, obviously Die and Press has their own embossing folders. Any 2D, like your basic standard embossing folder that fits in here, like the right size, will work. Some people put the 3D embossing folders in there, like the Anna Griffin ones. They do fit. I'm just wary of that. This opening is about 1/2 inch, I mean, from plastic to plastic, but really it's smaller. It's really just meant for a die, a paper, and your cutting folder, or a standard 2D embossing folder. And it's 4.5 inches, the opening. But again, you're gonna fit what you can fit on here, and that's what you're really gonna have the cutting ability. So 6 3/8 by 4 1/4, because the opening is 4.5, but the folder is 4 1/4 inches wide. And then you can get elongated cutting folders like this one, that same width, 4 1/4, but is just over 10 inches long. Again, if you only have these short ones, you have something like this that's going to stick out, you know, I'll tape it to my paper or run it through, leave this piece hanging out, and then I'll take it and turn it and just put that piece with a little bit of overlap that didn't get cut, and then run it through again. So you can use longer pieces even if you only have this shorter folder. I guess I'm going to need this, so I will use that because I have this guy. You know, we'll quickly emboss something, maybe with this. Let me grab some other dies from other companies and I'll be right back. Real quick, let's do some embossing. And this is just, you know, a piece of paper. I would cut it nice and ready to go. You know, maybe go ahead. That way I don't waste it. I was just thinking, this is some good paper. I don't want to waste it. So let's give it a nice straight cut so I can maybe put on a slim line or something else later. Yeah, so I was cutting right at 3 inches there or so. So let's use that. And this is some thicker paper, again with embossing. Maybe you want to spray the back if you think it needs to, you know, break up the fibers a little bit, kind of get it ready. I'm just going to run this through and we'll see how it embosses, because it might be that I need another piece of paper to help me with the thickness. So sometimes not all embossing folders are, you know, created equally or the same, so sometimes you need to give a shim or whatever. That feels like it's giving me some resistance, so I think we're going to be okay just with how it is. But what I would do is just put an extra piece of paper on top. So just grab like a scrap paper, let's pretend this is long enough, and I would put it right on top and run it through together. And I mean on top of the folder, I don't mean on top of like the other paper. Oh, look at that. So cute. Oh my gosh. That is adorable. And there it is. So we have some embossing. Again, there's just standard embossing folder, like a Die and Press one. You have another standard embossing folder that fits, you know, you run it through and there you go. Now, this is an Anna Griffin border die. Is this an inlay? No, it's together. Okay. Ooh, see how delicate that is? I bent it just trying to get it off of the thing. So some of Anna's dies are thinner. Like, I feel like this obviously bent. And some are really thick, like super thick, or they feel very sturdy. This one also has embossing in it, and so I'll show you real quick what I do to get embossing. Now you can also run it through 2 pieces of paper at the same time, so you're cutting into, you know, 2 pieces of paper. What I normally do is I'll cut a piece of kid foam like this. Oops, fun foam stuff, sorry guys. And this is an Anna Griffin one, and then just trying to find a piece of paper that might fit that. Nope. A little too little there. Let's find maybe this one. So again, you can run 2 pieces of paper. It gives that thickness, and you don't use the fun foam, but the foam just gives a nice look, just to get that embossed look. So basically we have these guys, and I'm gonna run it through with the longer cutting folder. Again, if you pick up Marquise sets, Die and Press sets, they always come with a new Marquise cutting folder. Oh, I do want to mention, this is exclusive to HSN, like their machines. But they are now carrying the, let me get this one going, sorry. I have to kind of push it with my tummy over here so that I was just gonna put this through, but you know what? It's already hitting a speed bump. So let's put it down here and go this way. And what I mean by a speed bump is this is thick. We have the foam in there. It's gonna compress, but it has to kind of just angle it a little bit. So now it goes through very easily. And I'm doing this very slowly, not because I have to, but because I don't want to shake my camera. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so Diamond Press has this small machine. The original Diamond Press die cutting machine is like half the size, does about 2-inch or 2¼ inch wide die, and they're available on Diamond Press. But I get that question a lot, like when's the Marquise coming or when's Diamond Press gonna have it? They are not. It's generally just on HSN. So you have this piece and you can use it over, or if you cut it from a pretty color that you want to use, maybe I'll put this on a St. Patrick's Day card, I don't know, or a project. You can definitely just use the foam itself, or you use it to pop this up. That gives it some, you know, pop-up ability or like dimension, and hopefully you can see exactly how this embossed, and it is very pretty and it is very visible. And so there you go. So that's an Anna Griffin die with embossing, or you just run it through without foam, run it through with an extra piece of paper. And when I'm saying extra piece of paper, that time I am meaning go ahead and put 2 pieces of paper together and then put your die and run it through. So when I was talking about the embossing that you might want to shim it on the outside, that's different than cutting what I'm discussing or talking about right now. So you have that. Let's see. Oh, does this fit on here? It does. Okay, so let's cut from this. Unfortunately, I use this paper to like do some inking or something. So I'll turn it over and we'll do this. And so you see I have one over the other. Definitely you want to tape those down, and I am going to tape it down, but with the Marquise, to be honest, you can see I'm going to turn it over already. It's already a little bit folded. I can pretty much hold it as it's going through, but I will tape it just so we don't have anything shifting, because we do not want a die to shift under another die. That would not be great. So I'm like, oh, I already have a review on this, but I just want to show you a few different things. Okay. And if I'm die cutting several things and I have this, I'll fill it up with different dies. And there's a little respective piece of paper, you know. Again, you saw I kind of angled that so it wouldn't just hit the very straight top of this die. I angled it, and here we go. This is a Spellbinders die, I guess is what I should mention. Maybe I did mention that at the beginning. And really, I pretty much go to my Marquise unless it's a die that, you know, is really big or much larger. This is the one I use all the time. Obviously, the folders are expensive. You get one every time you pick up a set. And, you know, I'll use my Spellbinders, and then I'll use my larger Tangerine or Spellbinders machine for larger dies, right? So, you know, this is just my workhorse. But there it is. Very good. Okay, so that's a Spellbinders one. And then I just grabbed this little guy. I don't know if YouTube's gonna let you comment here. They did not allow comments for some reason on my last video, which is some new stuff from Spellbinders. So that was weird, because literally nothing on there I don't think is anything for children, and I don't know, like overtly for kids, but it's like, make a wish. They're like, make a wish, that's for kids. So sorry if you can't comment on that video. This is just a die from LGS Creative. So just a few different, and then of course a Diamond Press one. Actually, look, I'll just roll that through. And then this little Diamond Press die that says Happy Easter. These are all different thicknesses of paper. This is a pearlescent paper. The other one was like a heavyweight cardstock. Obviously we did foam. The one I just ran through right now is just like an inexpensive Recollections, like the thinnest paper in the world. And you guys have seen in the past I cut tissue on here, like tissue paper. You can cut crepe, you can cut, oh. I'm trying to scrape this guy out, and it's over here. There you go. Didn't have to do any of that. I'm not sure what happened. I think the electricity when this popped out just left it stuck up here. That's funny. Okay, and then, you know, Diamond Press die. So, oh, how cute is that? Happy Easter and this little guy. And then all the different things I showed you there. So, that's just a quick walkthrough. Again, the blush is sold out. Unfortunately, it is super pretty. Hopefully they can bring some more sometime soon. But for now, they have the teal, and then they have that birthday bundle, the birthday celebration bundle of the purple one with some really cute dies that come along with it and stamps. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have some images coming up, and then I'll have the links in the description box, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.